What's going on, Soul Tribe Live community? Thank you so much for connections. These beautiful, great connections. Before I get started, let me do one thing. And generally do one thing. I always have to do this just to be 100 with you. You know what it is. But I like to do this, just not in reference to it's my hair. That's just a natural effect, natural effect of, the connection and stuff like that. So much gratitude and thanksgiving to the natural flow of the hair twist vibe. Much thanks to the blessings of that connections, stuff like that. So give gratitude for the appreciation of the natural vibe of twisting the hair, stuff like that. But let's go. Sorry, here we go. Okay, that's cool. One more thing. Let's do this one time. All right, so thank y'all so much for tuning in. I want to welcome beautiful, great, my wonderful, phenomenal ancestors. Give thanks for each and every one of them, man. And so much of gratitudeness in general. So much of gratitudeness in general. And I just welcome my healing ancestors in this connection. Do understand this is also like a business aspect, because this ain't just going to be, this is also business aspect. So I kind of got to gear it towards, you all. I'm kind of going to switch it up a little bit, because due to that, I'm working within my means in a sort. Trying to make it work. Sorry, y'all. Trying to make this blessing work. So, kind of make it work. Make it work. So what's up? Beautiful, great live recording videos. Being present with the times, being present with the era, the 2020 era, the days of the present moment we're living in. Now I understand what the answer, because I was patiently waiting on what they want me to talk about. They just gave me some communication. So until my beautiful, great, looking at my notes, giving gratitude to my beautiful, great minister and sisters, respectfully, and also my researcher ancestors, because they'll be the one I'll be addressing, I'll be communicating here with, and also the elder ancestors included, in that sense of saying, and connecting to the healing ancestors. So my healing ancestors, researcher ancestors, my minister ancestors, respectfully, and my inner enlightenment ancestors in general, and also the elders and the natives and stuff like that. So good thanks to all of them. I thought it were in the hill for some reason. Oh, I know page. I'm like, dang, didn't I write that crap somewhere? Give me one moment, guys. I'm just trying to find my notes. I know I wrote it down somewhere. It's mind blowing. I thought I put it. Just reflecting on what it is I want that information. Wow, that's mind blowing. Okay, here we go. Gotcha. So sorry. Trying to remember what we had. Okay. So, let's just be upfront. Let's be upfront here. Ashe, Ashe, Nanamasa to you. In connection and proper alignment with our ancestors, we got to understand unto all the melanated indigenous tribes as we're scattered again abroad amongst the four winds, the north, the south, the west, the east. We include other directions, the north, east, the southeast, the northwest, the southwest. We just simply scatter. But don't get it twisted, you know what I'm saying? Don't get it caught up. Don't get caught up with respectfully just focusing us being scattered in this condensed dimension. Because respectfully, honestly, it's actually 2:12. I start recording this around 2:12 a.m. But it's in my notes and stuff too. But don't get it twisted. Because in reference to what I was just about to say, because truth be told, until the melanated existence Christian we naturally are, we've been existent. Respectfully, we've been existent. Me per se, I like to write questions down because questions are important, and I also like to, put myself in not in an unhealthy position, but I like to, with proper guidance, respect, as I mentioned, the ancestors who were mentioned earlier, ask them to, properly help me be in a position where I can ask proper questions that are concrete and that are solid and that are, not something that you need to focus on, focus on trying to make an ideal or, so I'm not trying to get caught up even with words or terms of words, and just because that's just a lot of filters we haven't got used to within this dimension, how we speak and stuff like that. So sometimes I got to pause in the midst of conversation, because a lot of the ways we're used to, in doing things in mortalness, got to pull back from that and stuff like that, because it's the commonness of the things we got used to. So I do have to pause a lot of my conversations because in speech, because it's like you got to break away from them habits that have been performed over the years. So but as going to addressing going to indigenous melanated tribes, you know what I'm saying, we been existing since a long existence, but at the same extension, in the same same breath of life within us, there's been another existence, in a sense to say collectively every natural thing that we see with natural eyes have already been in a pre-existence, and things that we are able to get to see beyond the natural physical property, the physical body, the host body, that's been in existence respectfully too, which was the first existence. So unto us indigenous melanated tribes, while we're in this present realm, we're getting back to the proper alignment of our natural existence. Now, does that mean that our natural existence went somewhere per se and went to, I guess, another realm or another lifespan and left us basically empty? Not necessary to say so. It's just that we have been having other hinders, you know what I'm saying, to hinder us from realizing, in a sort of sense to say, that we actually been realizing, to come to realize that we've realized that we actually been existing before. Excuse me, existing before. So what we're really going through and continuing throughout 2020 is honestly a reestablishment in a sense. Re doesn't mean like new. I'm not promoting anything to the word new, but we're just experiencing the awareness of how to properly stay in a proper alignment and a healthy divine alignment. So unto us melanated tribes, while we're going through our reconnection phase and stuff like that, first within ourselves and also our inhaling too within ourselves, we're getting back to the proper tribes. We have a tribe within this dimension, physical dimension, that we've been respectfully connection to, originally. So we're getting back, all of us, honestly, I'm going to say a lot of us, I'm just simply say a lot of us, is getting back to that connection. And some of us, respectfully, unto our specific tribal life community, tribal life community, a lot of us, members within the tribes, are, in a sense to say, probably not going to get too much of that advantage, or too much of that, too much of that opportunity. The reason why, because 9 out of 10, You could have been part of a plan. It's too sad to say it. You could have been part of an action, operation that was promoting the hindrance for us to have that connection within ourselves. So if that was your position, respectfully, within this before 2020, and you know that, and it's revealing your spirit in general, and it's known in your spirit, then by all means, that's just some in deep serenity. You're gonna come to an acceptance within yourself and just accept your lot, accept your part. And I don't know how you're gonna individually live with that, because 9 out of 10, you can't respectfully come back to your indigenous tribe and be like, okay, I'm gonna try to help y'all reconnect. It's too late in a sense, you know what I'm saying? It's respectfully too late. So you just gonna have to just, I don't know. You may honestly go to another realm, you know. But who's to say now the realm that it's gonna be even nice and lovely too for you there? So respectfully, that's just what it is. You know, you'll know in spirit and truth. You know, those who understand what just been said, they will understand what I'm saying, because in 9 out of 10 will be pertaining to them. You know, that communication will be pertaining to them. Not speaking that negativity towards you. This is what it is for you in general. So that's kind of, again, going back to the term accepting your lot, accepting your portion. But yeah, so when it comes to terms of understanding our tribes, these are some beautiful, great traits that can help us to understand the features of our tribes, like identifying, identifying with what indigenous, Africa / African / Afro-Balan tribes were from. Before we found out we were natives over here, or however long. But these are the features that we can look at that can be helpful to us. So I give a shout out to my ancestors just in general for guiding me, because that's actually at the time just the backstory about this understanding came about when I was actually in the little spot where I'm at, and I was just kind of doing my going through the creation process of a natural fruit and vegetable based shampoo, with the base of coconut water and stuff like that. So what y'all see presentation, feature wise, this hair, the way it looks and why it's looking like this and why it's so uniquely formed like this. Again, much gratitude to the ancestors, you know what I'm saying? I have some products out there. I'm gonna have to first start locally, because I'm gonna do local stuff first, and then we'll see what's up with the spending outside of the local. But you can just respectfully see the nourishment. You can probably sense the nourishment even through technology device, and again, that's a major blessing, because the ancestors got this thing looking raw. But it's gonna get lengthy and more longer than this, y'all. Just continue to stay tuned, because you're gonna be like, what in the daylight sense are you doing in your wonderful hair? And again, that's shout out to them, because they making this happen. They making all this uniqueness happen. So big credit and big respect to them, man. But yeah, so in continuing my inner experience and with their proper guidance and their diligence consistently, the features they gave me, the notions they gave me, were just to observe easily. Was first, they first gave me start off with the cheeks. Start with your cheek. Your bone structure, basically, your cheeks, your jaw bones, your mouth structure, your lips. You can go into all them features there. Also, you can go into your height. Height is another beautiful, great reference there. The height we are now. I'm not gonna say this is the original height. Because 9 out of 10, the height, excuse me, genetically speaking, our heights could have, definitely could have gotten shorter, or could have got a little taller, whatever the case may have been about that case. But that is another factor to the equation of identifying our ancestors respectfully. So height is definitely something that we can look into. Excuse me, of either our mother or our father. Now, in some cases, some of us may not have a mother right now presently, and so some of us may respectfully have gone away. And in other cases, some may not know their mother respectfully, and it's the vice versa for the coin side. Some may have a father that may have still present. Some may have not a father who passed away, or some may not know their father, earthly father and stuff like that. So either or the case is still good, because you still have some sort of clue of a height system because you still can look at your height and reference and stuff. If so. And then you can also look at your eyes. You know, look at the how your eye structure is. You know what I'm saying? That's very important too. And also you can look at your eyes. I mean, as I said again, you can look at your nose. You know what I'm saying? Nose. And you look at your feet. You know, stuff like that. And hands. You know, look at your hands. Your eyes. You can look at your color of your eyes. You know, see the variation of the color of your eyes and see, you know, the tribe who had similar of the color of your eyes or may have exact your eyes, you know. So, and again, you can go back to your ancestors, research your ancestors. I'm sure gladly by all means, respectfully, they'll help you with, along with too, you know, still being applied, the inner healing that be done for them, and that'll be a blessing to them in their connections with you all as a family, as a connection. Another thing to look to is the hair. Yes, the hair. You can literally look at the hair. There was a trial that I actually found. I actually used as a post recently, just to go back to my notes. I believe as they're part of my ancestors, they're actually part of since the Bantu people. You know, look at the hair, man. Look at the hair, the texture of the hair, you know. That's one. And look at the style. Like right now, if you're twisting your hair, look how your twists are going. You know what I'm saying? Just tracing back. And like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Natives, 9 out of 10 may have something like similar like this. But if you go a little bit further back, deeper beyond the natives, before the natives, 9 out of 10, you come across a tribe that have a hairstyle like this. And it doesn't matter, snow, rain, heat, you know, there will still be the connections of the textures there. So that's another way you can that can help you identify the tribe you know, the tribe connected, related. Also, it's the mindfulness practices. You know, your daily lifestyle. You know, I know there's some things in the present that we have, you know, continued to involve in the got, you know what I'm saying, you know, connected with, you know, combine it with. But if you can have a moment within your spirit and heart, mind, body, soul, again, in the great guidance from your ancestors properly, you can track back the, you know, the reflection of spirit, the reflection of how your ancestors connected to the spirit. Not to say they wasn't connected to the spirit already, but how they connect to the spirit. Now, let me be sensitive to say here towards that. Some of our ancestors may have practiced mindful practices that was not really mindful, meaning that was not really respectful, you know, and it's based off of whatever, you know, whatever could have went about that, and emotions, you know what I'm saying? Some of them could have been, you know, say respectfully say, some of them could have been greedy. Some of them could have been, you know, saying about doing things unhealthy and stuff like that, or unbalancing, or manipulating power, you know. So it's just stuff that we have to ask questions about within the depths of our souls and ancestry connections. Asking specific questions like, okay, what was these unhealthy mindful practices that you don't want to respectfully repeat, respectfully. I'm even asking my answers right now because this is a live chat video and this is an interaction. So I'm even including my answers, say what was the unhealthy mind practice that I don't need to, you know, repeat respectfully. So I respectfully give thanks to my ancestors that we're focused on healing, you know, inner healing. And as we inner heal, respectfully, then the outside itself will do its own, will just heal itself, heal it too in the general. So that's another way you can connect to. Another one is also colors. Yes, as you can see, I'm wearing a colorful, beautiful gray scarf. But colors, you know, you just don't like, for example, green for just no reason, you know. And even if you did some search or whatever, but not intended to connect to a previous ancestor. So previous ancestors who actually liked the color green. I tried to specifically like the color the color that you like. So them are just some beautiful, great, healthy, another healthy practice right there, healthy connection right there. And also the colors of the clothes you wear, you know. I like wearing green. I usually majority wear green, also due to, you know, description of a term, job, whatever. But usually green is my main color, and blue, you know, blue. So blue is a, you know, beautiful color. Another one is also the elements, you know, element or elements. So, you know, there's certain tribes connect to certain different elements, and 9 out of 10 these elements may connect to a certain higher higher existence, higher enlightened being, so that element could be connected to a being, and that is higher existence can connect to a specific tribe. So me, I like thunder. Funny to say, I like thunder. Although I'm a little bit more, flowing with the air vibe and stuff, but I still like fire, so. But I also like earth, and water. So I kind of like all of them. But if I guess I had a little more percentage of one choosing a little bit, then I'll probably go with honestly. Maybe fire, because I like to burn things sometimes, but water does help me a lot. So, but definitely thunder. I like thunder. So when I think of thunder, I think of lightning. When I think of lightning, I think of something striking, boom, it becomes get on fire. So, but it all connects to air. It all connects to the air because it comes from the air. So, that's a blessing. So that's another thing that can help you out, help you connect into researching your tribe and stuff like that. Another one. They only gave me answers. Only gave me six things. It could be 10 way. It can be a lot more. But I'm not, saying they understand what I can, taking it step by step, in that approach. But yeah, another thing is also your diet. Look at your diet. Some of our ancestors were meat hunters, you know what I'm saying? So some of us like eating chicken. Even if we tell ourselves, say for example, I don't want to eat chicken no more, you know what I'm saying? I don't eat meat. I know right now we all part cautious about what's going on with the meat and stuff like that. But some of our ancestors, you know what I'm saying, like meat. They just respectfully like meat. Some people ask, well, does it really matter? I mean, do they really need food? You know what I'm saying? Because they done passed a mortal body state. They don't got a mortal. Well, they probably don't have the mortal body no more. Maybe down 9, 10, you know what I'm saying, they don't must I need the food, you know what I'm saying, but it's a connection to ancestors, you know what I'm saying, specific tribe. So again, it's a connection to the tribe that this information is definitely helpful to the connections of all of that gracefully and abundantly and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying, peacefully, 100%. So, this is just a blessing, man, to let you know their ancestors are giving us direction and helpfulness to not leave us out there in the wilderness, to understand them and to, research. They're giving us practical, little baby stuff, which is cool. We ain't rushing them. Hey, give us everything now. They know we would like a lot of confirmation, affirmation. They know what we at. They know what's going on. They understand fully what's going on all of the measures of it. And they're definitely doing things on the behalf of making sure that we stand in divine alignment with it. As far as their alignment with them, divinely, respectfully, and mindfully, and sensitively speaking. But they also understand that we're going through a healing process too. So all of us indigenous tribes. So I respect that they're not going to, they're not going to give us so much that we're not going to be able to not only just still heal, but we're not going to be able to, be able to move forward, So they want us to, gracefully move forward with casual pace so that we don't, get out of line and we don't get distracted, some sort. We don't get tired out, worrisome in some sort. So they have given us respectfully great strength to endure this revolution of the continuance of it, and what we can do in the meantime while we continue to get revelations and proper guidances from them and stuff like that. So it's very, very important, man, that we continue to invest into them, which is a part of investing into ourselves. It's very important that we invest into healing. We can do all this protest and stuff. We can even, matter of fact, look at other people in high position chairs. That's even part of the melanated, indigenous tribes. But in the end of the day, respectfully, to be 100% up front with us, man, it's gonna be us with them one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? Before we continue to try to come collectively as a unit, I mean, it's nice that we come together strongly. It's very nice, and it's nice to see pictures like that, even when we see pictures with firearms and stuff. But back in the day, man, truth be told, man, I'm gonna just be 100 up front with y'all, man. Ancestors told me this. We can have all these little, weaponry. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of the weaponry. Yeah. But what's very more powerful, man, than words can ever say. To me, is when we are powerful in our healing. What's very more powerful than words can ever say into the indigenous melanated tribe is when we are powerful in our healing. And when we're powerful in our healing, respectfully, we are so highly connected, sensitively to speak, so highly connected to our higher selves. And in our sense to connect to our higher selves, we connect to the higher enlightened beings that at any movement, any motion, you know what I'm saying, for the solution, souls in motion. When we look at the solution, souls in motion, we are very highly connected to them. You know what I'm saying? We're very highly connected to the higher and upper enlightened beings. And they move fast. You know what I'm saying? They don't move like a little hesitant. They move like a quick blink of an eye, flashing up, blinking of an eye. So I encourage you to do that. You know what I'm saying? Besides, but another thing is, I respect, you know what I'm saying, Isiah to a lot of women who are wearing the waist beads, because that does go back anciently to speak to a lot of purity, to a lot of fertility, to a lot of birth, to a lot of sacredness, to a lot of rites and passages for the woman. This is something that came to me, man, because I'm taking accountability of this part. You know what I'm saying? I speak this in private chambers, but I share this international on a whatever camera view, whatever. A lot of us melanated individuals, sexual masculine energies, and masculine energies, matter of fact, in different tribes actually wear customs and stuff like that. They wear like costumes and stuff like that for celebrating and stuff like that. And I understand women's too. But let's be honest, and within this culture, within America, man, we have become so adapted to a lot of custom ways that was not necessarily the original way of our tribes. You know what I'm saying? And I say this respectfully to the melanated indigenous women tribes that encourage you, like real talk, encourage you to like grow your hair out, man. I know y'all done a lot, been through breast cancer and stuff, and I know a lot of situations having sad to hear about that. My mother, and for example, was one of the cases. But fortunately, you know what I'm saying, she, by grace and mercy, she been able to, and I respectfully and honestly give that a lot of also big credit and much respect to the ancestors who helped her in her healing, respectfully, along with high reverence to the highest praise and the highest existence of creators of life, respectfully. I give thanks for them too, intervening on her behalf and making sure she good, and also all the higher enlightened guides to help her too, and in that sense. And in respectfulness to her inner child too, respectfulness to her inner child since to just speak. But definitely, you know what I'm saying, I have a 5-year-old daughter. She don't, by grace and mercy, give thanks. So far, she have not witnessed anything false, fake, like artificial or whatever to put on her body. I mean, on her body, hopefully not in her body, because, that's just what it is. So, us until again indigenous melanated masculine masculine energies, I know us at the same time too, we're used to seeing our melanated women wearing weaves and different variety of color hairs. The truth be told, I witnessed this up front, man. I witnessed how that's damaging, man. It's damaging. Now, don't get me wrong. They still probably feel good because they present themselves. They're pampering themselves and stuff. But I'm not gonna really want to continue to see that picture. To be honest with y'all, to see you continue to go through that condition. It's a precondition. You know what I'm saying? It's a precondition, and it can be healed. And y'all may not like me speaking out about it, but who's gonna? I mean, somebody got to do it as master energy, because we can dish y'all, but oh man, look at this crazy, But respectfully, I'm gonna be honest with you. I encourage y'all to please grow your hair, man. Continue to rock naturalists. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff that's really not for us. Don't get me wrong. That could be done. The other different tribes, as non-indigenous tribes, can be applying them other things like that to themselves, and even within their tribe, and that could work for them. Respectfully, that could actually be one of their customs. But for us, man, that's not a custom. That could really not be a custom for. I mean, like a real, like a trait of us. You know what I'm saying? That could have been something we respectfully picked up and adapt. And I know picking up things and attaching these formalities, you know what I'm saying, of identities you know what I'm saying, is damaging. It's psychologically damaging, and it takes really deep healing for that for us. So I encourage you to let them weeds go, man. Let them lace wigs go. Just rock your hair. If your hair be a little peasy, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's good, and it's gonna be a shock to us, because sometimes when I see our women's, don't get me wrong, sometimes when I see male women's like rock twist, I'll be honestly up front. I'll be like, man, that's real dress, and then come to find out that's like some sewing and stuff. And women can say it can help y'all make y'all hair grow, but it's like, I'm gonna be up front. I had to treat my own hair, and this was real. I still just treating a little scab in the back of my head, and sometimes you may see them in pictures, but it's a treatment process, and it's a preconditioning process. So it's a treatment, it's a nourishment. It's like you got to take your hair back through some nourishment. You got to root it and groom it, and you got to invest into it. You got to really do it. This, what you see, it didn't happen overnight. Real talk. I mean, there was a lot of time cut the hair off, get a ball, grew a ball, you know what I'm saying, let the ball roll out, and then kept on working on it, So I'm not going to say it's going to be something you're going to immediately love doing. Matter of fact, I'm not going to say it's something you're going to keep liking, because there's some days I'm like, man, I don't feel like dealing with this. But then when I'm getting strength to keep nourishing it and keep applying the proper nourishment, and it's basic, you know what I'm saying? Proper nourishment of fruits and vegetables and all that good stuff, it becomes a blessing. And it really is a blessing. So respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Again, don't take it as me judging you and stuff like that. I'm really speaking earnestly out, just saying respectfully, you know, and definitely to our fashion ancestors and beauty ancestors who are dearly being healed and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They would want that. They promote that, you know what I'm saying? So take that stuff up, man. To be honest with you, tell you, man, I mean, hey, I burn these things, man, but I ain't gonna disrespectful. So I won't burn your hair with your head. That's disrespectful. But I will burn them. If it was a choice of me and somebody say, man, give me all the weeds, I will literally sacrifice them. I will present them to the ancestors and say, hey, y'all, I'm actually giving y'all this, and y'all, I'm not saying y'all even need this stuff, but I'm just gonna burn it as a ceremony, let y'all know, man, I'm letting this thing go. This weed stuff gotta go. Even matter of fact, the material stuff that promotes it, you know, the material items that promotes weed, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, I burn it too, man. But again, a lot of until the accountability of a lot of indigenous tribe members who profit off of that, and actually, matter of fact, distributes that, imports that. I mean, as you know, since allow that to go out and they sell this on a wholesale and even a local sale, and selling these products, and they don't even too much caring. All they care about is capitalized profiting. Then, you know what I'm saying, do understand our ancestors ain't gonna be happy with them, because they're like, why are you promoting this? Why are you selling this? Why are you giving this to the tribes? You know, this is damaging them, damaging their beauty, lowering their low self-esteem. I mean, it's doing some psychological things to you, respectfully. And then now I'm seeing mass energies coloring their hair. I mean, I honestly did get that done to me 2 times, but the ancestors literally intervened, and they literally told me, look in the mirror, and they told me straight up, they say, this ain't you, this ain't us, because this you are a seed of us, so this ain't us, so this ain't we can't go down like this, we can't do stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? We can't, respectfully, we can't. It's not us. So I was in misalignment within myself about that, and I didn't agree to it. And but I still respectfully give thanks for the experiences. I'm able to experience that and able to communicate the experience that I went through. And I just felt from going through that, was like, oh man, this feels fake, you know. So there are masculine energies getting that done to themselves, and you know, but I give thanks for having this hair, man. I ain't asking to be perfect, but it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Some days it's looking nice and stuff like this. Some days it's like, oh man, I gotta keep going through it. Yeah, I gotta keep twisting it. Yeah, I gotta over and over and over again. But hey, end of the day, man, I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful. I'm grateful about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful about it. So yes, so when I see a woman, respectfully, you know what I'm saying, with natural, I guess her natural native hair, whatever, it's a blessing. it's a blessing. And unto us mass energies, indigenous tribe members, melanated beings, masculines, this is a part also of our healing, also too of our inner healing with the feminine counterpart, the feminine energy, because the feminine energy is going to help us to heal the mirrors that we don't want to talk about like this. We don't want to honestly be real. We don't want to actually tell the true experience. Like, damn, man, I actually fell to that. And like I said before, it's a preconditioned state that we master energies been in. We got used to the damn, man, what that woman name is? Marilyn Monroe, whatever her name was. We got used to a beauty like that, you know what I'm saying? Or we got used to a a certain beauty, how the structure of the Western civilization painted a picture for us to like. But now we have to ask to get that healed. We have to ask to properly get that healed and get that out of our system. And still give gratitude, still give thanksgiving for what we went through them experiences, and to cherish and to give thanks for what we now have the understanding of, and how we can move forward with that understanding in a proper, equivalent, healthy way. So, respectfully, dearly, abundant, respectfully, the ancient spirit of wisdom and all healthiness can help us to heal through that. And again, with the connection to the feminine counterpart energy within us to also heal through that to us. Because we're going to need help, you know what I'm saying? Respectfully. And, but there's a lot of things, man. Eyelashes, fake eyelashes. I mean, there's just so much, man, that damaged us, honestly. And I'm not going to promote, man, 100 that, you know what I'm saying, that I'm at a full point of saying, man, everything of that is fully out of my system. Nah, man, there's still things within this temporary host body over the many years that really honestly damaged me. You know what I'm saying? The conditions damaged me. You know what I'm saying? And the choices I did accept. I did accept them conditions, and now coming to a forgiveness of that within myself and saying that, wow, man, you know what I'm saying? This is real. This is the real diaspora experience, So, I'm grateful to heal, to continue to heal through the diaspora experiences that, we all have respectfully been through, and some of us could be in the state of a system structure that won't allow us to heal, especially those who are in the term jail, those who are in the term prison. Them are very high disadvantages, atmospheres, and non-nourishment that the melanated indigenous tribes that are in there and them places, occupying them places, are able to properly heal. And that's why we have to chant, we have to pray, or meditate, and invest into our healing so that the power of that procedure, the power of them connections can send such a powerful wave, energetic wave, spiritual wave to them areas and just shatter whatever, respectfully, will shatter every single thing about, about what's specifically hindering them from healing. Respectfully hindering from it. And then when they release, out into the society, they release like crippled. They release into being, being crippled. Their spirits being crippled. And of course, obviously, there's the missionaries who's in place and be like, oh, let's go get them, because they're like fresh out of the, hospital. The cycle. That's the asylum hospital, and then they're easy targets. So this is a good moment, man. This is a good opportunity. We, as I don't know how many, we can continue to invest in that and come together as the tribe. We will be coming together, respectfully, not to speak, but coming together, but also in the form of the universal womb man, melanated womb man, respectfully, the A man. We out here, we care, we care not just only for how you look physically, but we care about what you're healing through internally. You know what I'm saying? And as you healing through internally, I'm healing myself too internally. We both healing. So there's a lot of structures that's out there to hinder, and then there's structures to promote, and there's structures to bring the awareness of the healing procedure into the atmosphere, into the atmosphere of an atmosphere that needs actually an example or whatever people want to call it in terms of word, a model, a prototype model, whatever, an example to display of an example of us, saying of being a masculine energy or a feminine energy, especially melanated and individuals, to be an example of the reflection of that healing, that inner healing that's occurring first within. So I rejoice in knowing this and be glad in knowing this. And I give thanks for knowing this understanding. I share with y'all as a blessing, as a breakthrough, whatever, testimony, whatever. I don't specifically put a certain label on it, but just give thanks for simply the awareness of the experience and stuff like that. But I'm about to go ahead and skedaddle, lay down. Ancestors allow me to break bread. In the meantime, you see I'm still twisting. Like I say, man, this is literally daily, man. Diligently daily, consistently daily. But hey, I rejoice in this work. To be 100, it's work, man. It's really work, cause I gotta keep twisting. But I don't complain. I mean, it's part of the maintenance. It's part of it's part of the maintenance of, some sort of keeping it in a sense of whatever style, whatever. So give thanks for the proceeding, and that's basically it. But I'm gonna let y'all go. You have a great night. Share the video. If you want to donate, I'm gonna have the Cash App info in the description. You want to donate to to what you receive. So if not, then it's okay. Sat down. It's a beautiful sat down, man. Meditation sat down, trusting the higher power within and all that good stuff. And but yeah, we healing, man. We healing. We're not gonna be no more. We're not gonna go no longer in a diaspora, y'all, until all the indigenous melanated tribes. We don't have many years of being in the diaspora. Now we are coming out of this diaspora, the exodus, as they say, and we're properly healing through what we need to heal through the experience of what we all have experienced, and the systems that really kind of was actually cultivating our hindrance. They're coming down. It don't matter what the institution that system is. It can even be spiritual, It could even be Christianity, you know what I'm saying? It could be bank systems. It could be whatever. It's all depleted. All depleted, man. All depleting. So that's the joy about that structures. Them structures are coming down, and they have to, and they're gonna come either down. Hopefully, they come down by surrendering and allowing them systems to come down. But say in the case if they don't allow them systems to come down, the systems don't agree, then there's gonna be another way. And another way is gonna be based by force. So that's just what it is. But the awareness is already out there. Respectfully speak to the awareness of it. And that's just what's gonna continue to happen going forward into the further many years still to come, by grace, mercy, and favor. So all that good stuff. So y'all rejoice in knowing this, and count it all joy that we at a good point. We at a final breakthrough point, man, to pave the way for the next many other generations to come after 2020. So it's gonna be a greatness. So the economics are gonna be changing. It ain't gonna go the same the way it was 20 years or 10 years or 5 years even. That's gonna change. The value of all of that gonna change. But we gonna be good. We gonna be good. We gonna be educated. Or we gonna be informed about how to keep finances, whatever the case. Trade. How we gonna be taken care of. Stuff like that. Our ancestors got our back, but that's also a respectfulness to them and much gratitude. So much peace and blessings to them and deep inner healing and all that stuff. But thank y'all. Love y'all. Ashe, Ashe. Peace and blessings. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. And I'm going to just sound this. Let y'all know that we have now ended the session. Okay. Peace and blessings to y'all. Good night.